oak is supposed
All right, there we go. Put you there. I gotta sharpen it. First thing I want to do while I'm sharpening this, I want to tell you this in the title of the video, the best chainsaw bar made. Right there is the Cuttin Duralite, and I wouldn't have one except for I have an awesome girlfriend who bought me one for Christmas, because I've been chirping about how I wanted one but didn't want to pay for one. Wanted to try one, and she made it happen. And I have to say, oh my, is it a nice bar. Blows the sugi out of the water. It seems to be a little bit lighter. It's way more rigid. I think that's because this here is aluminum and not plastic. And the steel seems harder. Part of that is from talking to the owner of Cuttin at one of the shows. He said, or president, I don't know if it was owner or the president, but he said that they flame treat theirs, heat treat it with flame, where the Sugihara, they believe, is induction heated, and you get a better temper on the steel by flame hardening. Flame hardening is slower and more expensive, but gets the job done. The tip is just interchangeable with like an Oregon style tip. They do make their own tips. I mean, I don't know if they make them, but they have their own tip you can buy from them. But yeah, it's awesome. I got a huge tree we're gonna cut with it next. I don't know if the camera's gonna make it all the way through, because it's cold. It's really cold. I'm gonna get out of the shade here and in the sun, and it should help it stay going for longer. This tree's gonna be too big to run with the loader. I'm just gonna cut it hand bucket when I get it to the landing. I want to put an edge on this chain, because I've been cutting nubbins and stuff off. I got everything cut I could cut with the cutter. I got about a dozen trees, some doubles. I'll do a video on that soon. And some doubles and just stuff that's too big. And the doubles are white oak. I don't want to risk busting them up. So let me put fuel in it and I'll bring you back. All right, so I hope it's solid. You'll get to scale once I put this down. But it's big. I'll try to go as low as I can. I'm gonna stay on this side, so when it goes, I got a nice flat travel. And the thing that worries me is I hope it ain't rotten. Right there's an old dead limb that's got some rot around it. This side looks good. It's gonna break up. I mean, you can't stop that. This tree's just so heavy. I'm more worried about that side breaking. And hopefully it don't have fence, anything like that in it. How that? All right, here we go. printer in here didn't have enough bar for that one. It didn't help that I couldn't get round like behind it. You know what I mean? So my cuts look like shit, but it's down safely. That's not as rotten as I thought. There's some punk in there and some spider heart. A little bit of shake. They'll get plenty out of that. I dulled my bar a little bit on this schmutz here, this crap. I should have cut it a little higher on that side. That bar is 2 feet. There's probably another foot in the saw handle. Across the butt swell's like 5 foot, but it's probably a 4-foot tree. Man, how bad I tear the top up? Not too bad, I hope. Oh, good. All right, so this, no log out of that. That's sacrificed. But looks, I could cut that off. I could still get an 8-footer out of that. 10, probably 3 10s or 2 10s and an 8. Whoa. That's a bigger one. One of the biggest ones I've cut in a while. I've only cut one bigger than that. That was a couple of years ago. Well, I guess sharpen the saw and start gnawing away on these branches.